Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much so far for commenting, liking, subscribing. Super value everyone that has been viewing my videos. And today I've got 7 trends that need to go in the bin, and I'm going to dive into it. Is Lori Harvey's 1200 calorie diet a safe way to lose weight? The answer is no in most cases. And when I say most cases, there are some people in this planet that could have 1200 calories a day to lose fat, but the most people the answer is no. So, plus the science behind calorie deficits. Chloe Harvey is opening up about her recent weight loss journey. The 25-year-old model and influencer recently posted a TikTok explaining how she lost weight ahead of the 2022 Met Gala. Everybody's been asking what it is I specifically did to get my body to this point. Now, this lady here ate 1200 calories a day and she was not recommending it to anyone. Alright, it's very important to realize. Now, if you go down to the bottom of this here, it says, I was in a calorie deficit. I think maybe was consuming 1200 calories a day max, and I wasn't on a specific eating regimen. But she also captioned the video, before you'll start your shit, this is what worked for me and my body. Everyone is different, so tailor your needs to meet your goals. Now, that is true that you should tailor things to your body. And in her case, she has massively underestimated how much she needs to eat to burn fat. She might have wanted to burn fat really quickly, and in that case, maybe it did help. But 1200 calories a day is super, super low. And here is the problem. Nutrient deficiency. You have vitamins A, B, C, all the way up to Z. If you're on a 1200 a day calorie diet, you're not going to be able to get nutrients in your body because you're not going to eat enough food to get those nutrients. So stop it, because this trend needs to die. And when I say trend, most people think that decreasing their calories to a super low amount is going to be healthy for them. And guess what? It ain't, so stop it. Now, that being said, I want to dive into something that even myself use and a lot of fitness coaches that I know use at the moment, and that is 30-day challenges to get in shape. Are they good? Are they toxic? Let's find out. So what we got here is we've got someone called Jillian Michaels, and she promoted the 30-day shred program, fast weight loss through daily high intensity workouts. So let's have a look. So what have we got? So we've got the 30-day shred is a workout program designed by celebrity personal trainer Jillian Michaels. Celebrity personal trainer. Guys, just train a celebrity and you're a celebrity personal trainer. Consists of daily 20-minute high-intensity workouts done 30 days in a row, and is claimed to help you lose up to 20 pounds in a month, 9 kilos. This article reviews the benefits and downsides of the 30-day shred, investigating whether it can help you lose weight. And in general, a person weighing around 150 pounds, 68 kilos, who is of average fitness, can expect to burn 200 to 300 calories per workout on the 30-day shred. This equals about 2.5 pounds lost per month from exercise alone. Okay, cool. So I'm a little bit confused. Is this saying that you can lose 9 kilos, or is this saying that you could lose 9 kilos? Okay, so potential downsides of 30-day shred is lack of nutrition guidance, focus on short-term weight loss, exercises may be too intense for some, does not address overall physical activity. I mean, the thing is, 30-day challenges have their place, right? If you go down the route of thinking that a 30-day challenge is the only thing that matters when it comes to losing weight or getting in shape or building muscle tone, then you're wrong. 30-day challenges are there to get you in action, because most of the time you're not doing the things you need to do. Let's face it, you need accountability, you need to kick up the arse, and you're not doing the things you need to do, and you know that this is a good way of getting you started, all right? That being said, 30 days is not enough time to lose loads of fat or gain loads of muscle tissue, and so you need to have your expectations in place when doing these challenges. So what's my opinion on this? My opinion is that challenges are good, they're not toxic. However, if you're going down the route of thinking that you should just be doing a challenge every 30 days, that may not be the best way of being sustainable, but in most cases, this is pretty safe to do for most people. Right, next on the menu, we've got ab workouts to burn belly fat. Chloe Ting. Right, okay, now this is a good one, all right? So we've got Chloe Ting. She is promoting the idea that you can build abs through a workout, in which case you can, all right? If we're going to call a spade, you can 100% build ab definition by training your abs, all right? It's not just all made in the kitchen, as they say. Now, the problem comes is when you start telling people that you need to train abs to see your abs, because that is not theoretically correct. All you have to do is burn body fat to a point where your abs are visible, and at that point you will see them. However, training your abs can also help them to stand out more should you get down to a low enough body fat level to see that. Now, personally myself, I can see a six-pack when I'm at a higher body fat percentage because I have quite thick abs that I've developed by training them. So there is some leeway when it comes to your abs. Make sure you train them, make sure you train them effectively. Now, is Chloe Ting doing anything wrong here by promoting the idea that you can build abs through a workout? No, but I think the general consensus for a lot of people, and this won't change over time by any means, is that you can train your abs, and that's how you see your abs. Only when you're at her level of leanness, or below 15% as a man, 90% below a female, then you'll start to see it. Right, next on the menu today, we have overtraining and no days off culture. Now, I've been waiting to do this one for a while. All right, this one is brilliant, okay? We all know this guy, don't we? Ashton Hall. The guy, the morning routine guy, throwing ice on the face, jumping in pools, getting up at 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning, whatever that is. Fucking crazy, man. Now I'm sat here looking at this man. He's in great shape, more money than me, more successful than me. And so for me, I'm thinking, is there some truth in it? Now, that being said, I have seen a lot of influencers that are doing really well, doing just as well as this man, that are not doing this kind of routine. It's a load of bullshit. Now, that being said, the good thing about this is that with a morning routine, you just need to have something that gets you set up for the day. Now, in this case, for Ashton, this is what sets him up for the day. Yes, it's about 4 hours wasted of just building up this routine so that he can get to work. And you could, in theory, just get to work. But the fact is, you need to have a routine that gets you to work in the right frame of mind, because intention is everything and intensity in the moment is everything. If you're going into work with the idea of just doing sub-quality work, you're not going to get the kind of work done that you need in order to excel. So what I do like about this is that you do need some kind of routine. Now, does it have to be a 4-hour routine, dipping your face in ice buckets, throwing yourself into a pool? No, 100% not. But what you do need to do is at least have something in place. I recommend doing some kind of stretching, some meditation. Doesn't have to take longer than 2 to 3 minutes, and getting yourself set up for the day by some kind of positive affirmation through potentially watching or reading something that fills you up and gets you inspired for the day. Now, that being said, when it comes to overtraining and having no days off, I do believe that having balance in your life is super important. You should have days off, you should recover, because if we look at the nervous system, we have the parasympathetic, sympathetic. The sympathetic nervous system is something that switches on when we're stressed, right? It makes us stressed, it's fight or flight. Parasympathetic is our rest and digest. So we want to be resting in a parasympathetic nervous system state more often than we are in a sympathetic in order to recover properly. So if we're always overtraining, we're always overworking, we're always in a sympathetic nervous system, we're going to find it very, very hard to perform, and we're going to cortisol's going to get spiked, going to get food cravings, going to feel like shit. So make sure you rest and make sure you have a good routine. Right, now Sam Sulek. Now, the problem with this guy is he is living a very unrealistic life for a lot of people and a very unhealthy life, all right? Like, yes, you can be addicted to other things that are worse than what Sam Sulek is addicted to in the form of steroids and steroid abuse. But you can see by the man's skin, you can see by the look of him and the food he eats and what he recommends, there's a lot of it is super unhealthy for you in the large amounts of quantities that he's having it in. Now, that being said, I like Sam Sulek, and I think he's quite honest and quite open about his lifestyle and how it's not necessarily there for everyone. And so it's one of those things. It's like, do we demonize the fact that his lifestyle is not attainable and sustainable for a lot of people? Or do we accept that that's his path, that's what he's going down, and we should learn to respect that just like we respect our own paths and he would respect ours at the same time. That being said, it is what it is. Deeply unhealthy for a large population to eat like him and take the kind of abuse that he's putting to his body. But he is going to be competing in bodybuilding, I believe, in the future. Alongside, he's already obviously done a show. And this is the path that he's chosen. And good luck to him. Sarah's Eat in a Day video. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got some vlogs. Apple, good for you. Okay, some kind of supplement. Okay, maca, cool. A lot of healthy foods, I believe. Let's have a look. So what we got? We got sweet potatoes. Got loads of seasoning on it. Looks good. Looks good. Tuna. We like tuna. Okay. I don't know why that's bad. I don't know why that's bad. there's this belief that eating clean is all that matters and you should eat clean all the time. And if you eat even a little bit of processed food or trans fatty acids, that you are somehow going to destroy your health. And it's just not true, okay? The worst thing that you can do for your health is get fat and overweight in the first place. And if you are in that boat, then what you need to do is you need to lose weight. And what will make the biggest difference for you is having a diet that's sustainable. That means you have some food that is processed, some food that is what we consider bad, then it doesn't matter, because as long as you're in a calorie deficit and you lose weight, you will improve your health markers regardless of the fact if you eat that way. So I completely like this. I think clean eating is good most of the time. I think 80% of your diet should be at least clean eating, and if we're going to create a healthy body, especially the way we operate. But if you wanted to go down the route of doing 100% clean eating, then 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, are you the kind of person that has had eating disorders in the past? Are you the kind of person that has this poor relationship with food and you want to sustainably change that so that you can eat food that might be a little bit processed? Or maybe you want to enjoy a pizza with your mates. So we're in the middle for that one. Right, now we've got this guy, Togi. Now, I didn't actually know who Togi was before the other day. I caught this man on YouTube, and to be honest with you, he looks a little bit like Cease back in the day, you know, you Myron bro. However, a little bit bigger, young man, massive gambling addict from what I've seen, but successful in a lot of ways. And what do I think? What do I think of this guy? I mean, personally, you know, he's done well for himself. He's done really well for himself. I don't know enough about him, whether he's promoting this idea that you should be taking steroids, that you should be gambling, that you should be addicted to doing all these things. That being said, most of the time, these people are often portrayed differently on the media to how they are in person. And I would say in person, it's probably going to be different to what you think. And I would imagine that this guy, even though I've got this kind of feeling that he's a bit of a douchebag, that potentially he's actually quite grounded, quite authentic, and he probably has his shit together. But hey, if I'm wrong, let me know, because I don't know enough about this man. So what I think about all these things, I think a lot of things depend on the situation and the context. We can say that the 1200 calorie a day diet is bullshit. We can say that you shouldn't be taking steroids and abusing them. We could be saying that you have to eat clean all the time. But the fact is, there's a little bit of truth in a little bit of everything. And a lot of influencers that you see will find something that works for them, and then they will preach it as if that will work for everyone else. And that isn't the case. We all have different bodies, we all have different biologies, and it's always a case of dependence. And that's why sometimes you need some personal help, which is why if you ever need help from me, my DMs are open on Instagram. You can comment on YouTube. I will answer your questions, and I'll create more content that will help you specifically based on whatever it is that you are struggling with. Now, if you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Super appreciate having you on this channel. And this year is going to be a big year for this YouTube channel as we keep posting every Sunday at 8 AM, driving this channel growth to help you guys. Let's go.